Hey everyone, so the official midterm announcement just landed, and you know how dense those can be. Well, we're here to deconstruct it for you. By the end of this, you're going to have a crystal clear roadmap to help you get ready for the big day.
Our goal here is pretty simple, really. We're going to take that announcement and turn it into a straightforward action plan. We'll cover everything, from the basic logistics to the exam format, and most importantly, the strategy you're going to need to really do well.
Okay, first things first, let's talk logistics. These are the non-negotiable details you absolutely have to lock into your calendar so there are zero surprises on exam day.
And here it is. This is the big one. Mark your calendars, set your alarms, do whatever you gotta do. The midterm is on Friday, April 24th. Now let's talk about the exam environment, because this is super important. Think of it like a classic old school test. You have to be physically present on campus. It's gonna be completely offline, so no laptops, no tablets. And they were really clear about this. There are absolutely no exceptions.
And this right here just shows how serious they are about creating a fair, distraction-free space. There's a strict no phone policy. In fact, you'll have to turn in your mobile phone before the test even starts.
Okay, so we've got the logistics down pat. Now let's move on to section 2 and talk about the scope. What you actually need to study. Knowing the rules is one thing, but knowing the content, that's the key.
So what should you focus on? Well, your study universe is basically defined by these two pillars. First, you've got the book, Why Empires Fall, and second, all the material that was covered in lectures 1 through 5. That's it. That's your focus. Don't get sidetracked by anything else.
All right, so you know the when, the where, and the what. But what is the exam actually going to look like when you sit down at that desk? Let's break down the format.
Now, this is really interesting because it shows there are two totally different skills being tested here. On one side, you're going to have maybe 1 or 2 short answer questions. That's all about your direct knowledge, your comprehension. But on the other side, you'll have one major analytical essay. And that's not just about what you know, it's about how you can use that knowledge to build a really powerful critical argument.
Okay, one quick but really important clarification. The professor did mention that this structure is tentative. So yeah, use this short answer and essay format as your main guide, but you gotta stay flexible. Be mentally prepared for things to change just a little bit on exam day. And that brings us to what is, honestly, the most important section of this whole explainer, your strategy. This isn't just about what to study, but how you should study to really crush it. The biggest takeaway is right here, in this direct quote from the announcement. Go beyond just memorizing the text. Seriously, if your whole strategy is just to cram facts from Why Empires Fall, you're completely missing the point. This exam is all about engaging with the material on a much, much deeper level.
So how do you actually do that? Well, let's break it down into this simple 3-step process. First, understand the core arguments. I mean, what are the authors really trying to say? Second, and this is key, develop critiques. Don't just accept everything you read. For example, does Why Empires Fall put too much emphasis on economics while ignoring, say, cultural identity? That's a critique. And third, apply the concepts. Take these big ideas and see how they fit or maybe don't fit with modern examples. This right here is your path to acing that analytical essay.
And with that, we'll leave you with this final thought to really kickstart your prep. Thinking through a question like this, actively critiquing the material, is the absolute best way to prepare. It's not just about what you know, it's about how you think. Good luck!